Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Coppin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Welcome in. Time now 6:46. Oh, wait.
Yay.
Is it?
No,
Should be.
I know.
Oh, man.
I didn't like losing an hour, but I do like daylight longer. It's a great time change.
I just realized I said, oh, man. And my former boss in Fargo said that I say that too much.
Oh, man.
Yeah. She goes, you say, oh, man, too much. And I just thought about that. That I say it, and I just realized I say it all the time. I'll go, yeah, man, yeah. Anyways, that's how I'm feeling this morning. I brought you some tahine this morning. You ever had this?
I have.
This is a thing in East Texas, I guess. We didn't talk about it in Central Texas, and I think it was Autumn Wheaton had brought me this a long time ago, and you can tell that a little section of it's gone. Mm-hmm. It's because I do this right here.
Yeah, a lot of people put that on their margaritas or
Dr.
beer.
Their Dr. Pepper
soda
water.
Dr. Pepper.
Their Dr. Pepper soda water. So, it's pretty good, though. It's a Classico seasoning. And Autumn, it's still here. And, I'm not proud to say that. I just gave away a secret. I put it on my hand, and then how do you think I eat it? It's not like I throw it in my – so don't ever shake my hand. I lick my hand. It's been a while, though. So, welcome in, everybody. My wife just messaged me, said she forgot the trash.
Uh-oh.
And I forgot it too, and she said I can't turn around. She did tell me, though, the leotard is on the hanger on the purse hook for Braylon for gymnastics.
She's got dance today.
Yeah, she does gymnastics at night. So welcome in, everybody, as we get rolling here on a very, 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 very non-Mimosa Monday.
Extremely non-Mimosa Monday.
It's always good to be back. Karen, good to see you. It's been a while.
It has been. It's been several weeks since I've been here.
I know you've had a lot going on, and we had Toy come in a few times, and Denise hung out with us. I was so happy to see Denise. Been a while since I'd seen her.
She's been here.
And here we are, spring break week.
Yay. For some people, not for me.
Woo. Here we are. This is spring break. Not really. Special day today, though, as we get rolling here on another episode of Good Morning Huntsville. Appreciate all of you for joining us, by the way, as we work hard to promote the good here in our community. It is today episode number 466. Now, there's something very, very special. It's not the number. It partly is because Karen and Walker County Federal are here. That's a special thing. We're always happy to be here with Walker County Federal on a Monday. But today is our officially official year number 2 of doing this show.
2-year anniversary.
Don't even seem like it. And I remember the very first interview that I did, live interview, was B.J. McMichael and Holly McMichael talking about A Time to Read. Whenever I came back to Huntsville, I called B.J. and I said, hey, I'm thinking about doing this show. And I said, would you be my first guest? And I'd love to have you on, and we'll catch up, and then let's have Holly on. And that's what we did. And I went back and watched that, and I looked a little bit thinner 2 years ago. More thin, had a little more energy.
Oh, definitely more energy.
See, we flip-flopped, Karen. You've gotten thinner. Not that you were bigger to begin with, but
well, I was.
You've been taking care of your.
Let's face it.
Well, you've been doing great. You've been doing super awesome. Me, though, we flipped roles. I have not been doing super awesome in that department, and but I have been the last couple of weeks. I have almost completely. Well, you can't say almost completely. I have limited my McDonald's access lately.
Well, that's good. And then I was bad and brought you Starbucks this morning.
No, thank you for the Starbucks, by the way. And look, they even drew stuff. Did they draw on yours?
They wrote enjoy on mine.
All right, what is this? A kite, pig, and a
bat?
What is that?
Looks like a bat.
They're trying to get, this is some sort of secret writing on here.
Some sort of code.
It's a bat, pig, bat. Is that what it looks like to you?
I wonder what that means, yeah.
Bat, pig, bat.
Yeah.
That's my nickname. And you got me a white mocha. This is exactly what I get.
I love these things.
That is the only.
Delicious.
If you would have brought me anything, I would have drank it. But really, the only thing that I ever get when I get coffee anywhere is white mocha. And
This is my favorite.
Well, depending on the morning, if it's cool, I'll get a hot one. But if it's later in the day and it's hot outside, I'll get a cold. You ever get it on ice?
I don't like cold coffee.
Well, have you ever had the white mocha, though, on ice?
I have not.
You may change your mind.
I bet that's full of calories, just like this one, I'm
It's
sure.
healthy. It's very healthy.
No
and
doubt.
seeing poor Karen was like up and moving early. It says 7:10 on here.
Yes.
And I messaged you about that time. I said, hey, we're just leaving the house. Got the babies going finally. Somebody out there's like, well, you should have started that days ago. We did. We started the routine Friday morning and Saturday morning. And then it failed yesterday because they weren't feeling good. As an adult, even it's got to be harder on the children, this time change. It's hard on us. I mean, I'll be honest, it's hard on me.
It is, yes. But I love that it stays light longer.
I like getting up in the morning and it still being dark outside. It just feels like I should be back asleep.
Exactly. It feels like we shouldn't have to be waking up.
But no, look, even my clock here, I haven't even updated. It still says 6:52 on the studio clock.
My car does too.
But no, it's like, but I like the mornings darker though, just because there's something about getting up in the morning and it being a little bit dark outside. I don't know. It just feels like there's a newness to the day, for me at least. Like if I get up and the sun's already out, it feels like the day's already started. If I get up and the sun's barely peeking out and it's a little bit dark, then it just feels like new and refreshing for some reason. You're looking at me like, not for me.
Whatever.
But I'm with you. I like it being lighter later because, you go inside and it was so dark that even the children are like, it's time to go to sleep.
And then when you get off work, it's dark. At 5:15 it was getting dark, and you go home and you feel like, wow, it's already time to go to bed. I don't like that darkness all the time.
Do you get out and do stuff like that? You do a lot outdoors, like with events and things like that, right?
Oh,
I know
yeah.
y'all do the pool stuff. See, we've became like a recluse. And it feels awkward to go outside for us. And that's not good to have children. Like, we should feel good about going outside, right? But for some reason, there's just I feel like we're locked up in the house all the time. And this weekend we got out a little bit and walked around the neighborhood, and that felt nice.
Well, Saturday it was kind of rainy.
Yeah, Saturday was. Here's the deal, though. I was cooking Saturday on the back patio. I had fired up the pellet grill, and I had this desire to go get some chicken from H-E-B and make fajitas. And they have that pre-marinated cilantro, lime. Man, it was good. but I overcooked it. But my wife still said it was excellent, but I knew it was overcooked because the chicken was cracking when you opened it up. But it was good, and so we did that. And then yesterday had church, and then we had to go make we make a Costco run like once a month or once. Have you been yet?
I have not. I don't have a membership, and I don't really have a need to buy
bulk.
A lot of stuff in bulk. So no, I don't go to Costco.
We go for the diapers, and I was appalled yesterday because Braylon has been in and out of pull-ups. It's a weird thing. Like, she'll go a week where she doesn't want them, and then she'll go a week where she wants them. And if she doesn't have them, she sometimes thinks it's okay to go potty without having them on. I'm like, you can't do that, sweetheart. And we're working on it. And she's gotten better. But we went yesterday. I was appalled because I had to get Caden diapers and her. You know what that was just for the diapers alone?
Oh, I can't even imagine. They were expensive when my daughter was young.
$100 for 2 boxes of diapers.
Wow.
$100. I told Bridget, I said, we're not walking out of here spending more than $100. I said, I can't do it. I spent $185 yesterday.
Wow.
And the bulk of that was the flipping diapers.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what, man? We just need to have dirt floors and call it a day. Maybe that's why back in the day they had dirt floors,
Maybe
right?
so.
Yeah, you just get a shovel and you
just go pee in the floor.
See, Karen was thinking she was picking up what I was putting down. Maybe that's what it was back then. But it was really neat, though. Bridget and I like to go discover new places to eat. That's kind of our, every couple has their thing, and our thing is we like to go find places to eat. And so we wanted to go that Gloria's off 45, but then it was like $20 a plate, and we're like, not doing that one. Have you ever seen this like Gloria's and there's Mia's as you head out towards the Woodlands? It's on the right side of the highway on 45.
I don't guess I've ever noticed that.
Yeah, so we thought about that, and then I was like, I'm kind of craving some barbecue, and it's always a good time for barbecue. And so we started looking up random places, and the highest rated barbecue, it was called like Third Coast Barbecue. And it was just a little stand with outdoor seating. It was cold, so we didn't sit outside. We went, Karen, and my goodness, that was some of the, we like to eat here locally when we can, but when we get out of town, that was some of the best barbecue that I have had in a long time outside of Huntsville. It was wonderful outside of Huntsville. Ended up spending like $60, got plenty to eat. We ate in the car. The kids were asleep. Of course, as soon as the food comes, they wake up. Mm-hmm. But it was really good. I think it was called Third Coast Barbecue, and it is definitely a place that we will be back and visit. And they had a cool atmosphere. If it would have been a nicer day as far as the temperature, they had a little covered area, but it's all outdoor seating. Mm-hmm. But tons of tables. They had a neat little like bar sitting area. They had outdoor games. I mean, it was a cool little, and it wasn't fancy. It was just it was just a good old barbecue stand.
I'm not really a barbecue fan.
Yeah, you're over here listening. You're like, okay, move on with it. I thought this was the second year. Are we going to do something special? You're talking barbecue and waking up early? No, I'm just kidding. So
non-mimosas?
Yeah. But it was cool. So we did that. And then, do you ever drink sodas, though? Do you like any type of sodas?
I'll drink Coke Zero, but I'm not a big Coca-Cola drinker.
I'm a huge Coke Zero drinker. In fact, I probably drink at least two a day. It's not good. I
prefer iced tea if I'm going to drink something non-alcoholic.
Okay. Well, at the barbecue place, they had sweet tea. Sweet tea was on point. It was good, too.
Yes.
But Bridget wanted a root beer. And I had no clue. I started talking. You know how I am. I started talking, and this young lady that was there at the window of this barbecue place, I told her, I said, we always go to church on Sunday, and then we like to go find some place out of town to eat because we'll go to Costco or whatever once a month. And she goes, oh, y'all from Huntsville? I said, yeah. And she goes, well, that root beer that your wife wants, it's brewed in Huntsville. Now, I had no idea that somebody here in Huntsville was brewing root beer.
Me either.
No. And my jaw dropped. I said, no, there's no way. I said, I keep up with what's going on in this town. There's nobody here doing root beer. And she goes, well, yes, sir, there is, and it's Otto's root beer. And so I look, and the label said right there, Otto the cat, Otto's root beer is a really good root beer. And I don't know, this is why I wanted to.
Never heard of that.
Never have either. And apparently they've been around for a while. And so I want to share this morning. If any of you know about this place, let us know, because I had no clue. And look at this, brewed and bottled in Huntsville, Texas, right here in Huntsville. Otto's Craft Sodas.
Why do we not know about this?
Never heard of them, and there it is. And it was, come on and enjoy the old school taste of an Otto's root beer. I like that slogan.
Okay.
That's good marketing. Get Cooter to read that, and that thing would sell like
Yes.
wildfire.
Definitely.
Come on and enjoy the old school taste of Otto's root beer. I want one right now. I'm thinking about it. So it was cool, though. And the label said brewed in Huntsville, Texas. And I thought maybe it was part of the Lucky 19, but I don't think it was them. I don't think they're the ones that do it. But isn't that crazy? Never heard of it.
How about that? I haven't either.
No. And their Facebook goes back to August of 2023. So maybe that's whenever they started this. This guy says, I've been drinking Hires. You remember the Hires root beer? That was a
I
popular
think so.
A&W. Everyone knows
I remember that
A&W.
one.
He said, this guy said, I've been drinking it for over a half century, but this Otto brand has them all beat by a mile. Bobby Hopper, don't know who he is. Lives in Humble, Texas. Married. Social Security. No, I'm just kidding. It's got the whole 9 yards on there. But anyways, yeah, so if you know who this is, please let us know so I can reach out to them and have them come on the show. And the reason they'll come on the show is they'll probably
Bring us some root beer.
Bring some root beer, please, because it was really good. So I would like to know who these guys are. They got a phone number there, so I'll call them maybe later today. But yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. Had no idea that someone here in Huntsville was bottling sodas.
I did not either.
So pretty cool.
Interesting.
Well, hey, again, welcome in, everybody. Rob Hipp here alongside our good friend Karen Denman on this magnificent, marvelous Monday. As you're starting out a cold day, today was 40 degrees this morning. Snow was in the panhandle over the weekend. Crazy to think about that. But down here, temperatures have cooled off. Going to be a beautiful day today. Highs will only get up into the mid-60s or so. It should be sunny later on. And we are set up for a pretty great week here as we celebrate our 2-year anniversary this week, specifically today. But we'll be having some celebrations throughout the week. And we want to thank all of you for helping to make this program possible, especially our friends at Walker County Federal Credit Union. I did want to highlight we raised nearly $3,000 worth of supplies for senior citizens. Liz Spear and I are getting together at the end of this week on Thursday, and we'll go deliver those items to our friends at the Parkview Place Apartments as well as the Senior Villages of Huntsville. And then on top of that, we're gearing up now. We're still wrapping that up, Karen, and we're already planning for our 3rd annual Raise of Hope. And we have a date secured for that. We will do it in June. You know, the first year we did that kind of towards the end of August.
It was hot.
It was
but it's hot in June, too.
Yeah,
so.
it's pretty toasty. But we're going to do it on June the 5th. So mark your calendars. That will be a Thursday, June the 5th. And we will continue that tradition for the 3rd annual Raise of Hope. I'm wrapping up the logo. Every year we come up with a new logo, and so we'll have the T-shirts and all of that. But we're looking forward to that as well. And, yeah, it's just like you guys. It feels like the foot just stays on the gas pedal.
It does. It really does.
Speaking of which, I know you've been busy with Walker County Area Go Texan. There's a little something going on in Houston that y'all get involved with. I heard.
Just a little something.
Just a little
the
something.
Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo.
Yeah, tell us how that's been going.
Yes. Last weekend was the HLSR cook-off. And so all of the area Go Texan committees in the surrounding counties, I think there were in all a little over 250 teams cooking.
Wow.
So there was a lot of people there, but it was a lot of fun. And of course, Walker County, we always have a presence there. And Randy Jeffcoat and Frank Belt and Brandon Kalaja, they're our head cooks, and so we had a great time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Is it kind of like I don't want to say like a fraternity, but these other organizations, it's really cool because it's all the same organization but different chapters, kind of like a Rotary Club or a Lions Club.
Counties, yes.
What is that like, just getting together? Do you get to catch up? Do you ever share ideas? What's that camaraderie like between the counties?
Oh, everybody's just friendly. I mean, it's not, we can go to somebody else's tent or somebody else can come to ours, and, everybody just gets along really well. I mean, we're, at the end of the day, our goal is to raise money for the youth in our respective counties. So, yeah, Trinity County was behind us, and they're, of course, our neighbor here. And then we had Mills and McLennan and B County, and we're always in the same spot, so you're always kind of around the same
That's cool.
county people.
I would imagine that McLennan one's pretty big. That's Waco, right? Up in McLennan County, I believe, is Waco.
I don't know for sure, but yeah, they always have a
Pretty good.
big, nice little theme over there, and so everybody, yeah, it's great. You can go to different people's tents and try their food, or they have specialty drinks and things like that. So
it's kind of like, I've been in Rotary for a long time now, 21 years. I've been a Rotarian and just a community service organization, one of the great organizations, just like the Lions Club and many other clubs. Do we have an Optimist Club here in Huntsville? You ever heard of it?
we used to. Joe Smith, I think, was a part
That's
of
right.
that. Mhm.
Yeah, he always.
I don't know
yeah.
if they're still active, but
Yeah.
Joe Smith was kind of heading that up.
I remember we had an Optimist Club, and it's like every town. Boy, this is gonna take Huntsville off the map. I got to say this. We promote the positive here on this show about our local businesses, but I got to say one thing. I'm worried because every town is a town if they have a Pizza Hut, if they have like a Rotary Club and a Lions Club, but there's one other business that makes a town. Dairy Queen.
Oh yes, and we're
And the
losing
DQ.
or we have already lost our Dairy Queen, right? They've already closed. Yeah.
And so I'm hoping and praying that somebody, I may reach out. There's a guy in Central Texas that owns a ton of them, and it's the Mayfield family. And it's funny because when you go to their dairy, you know that it's a Mayfield DQ just because of some of the decor of how they do it and the design of it. And then there's a picture of him holding one of those cone ice creams like over one of his eyes, and he's smiling. and it says at the drive-thru window, "You're at a Mayfield DQ." It would be awesome if that family or someone that had the resources to do so could revitalize that, because, man, Dairy Queen is a staple of any community.
It's my dad's favorite place.
I used to joke around and say, if you don't have a Dairy Queen, you're not really a town.
Right.
And
we don't have one now, so.
Boy, we're gonna somebody this morning. Maybe our friend Frank Robinson. Frank, if you want to get a Dairy Queen going, man, that'd be cool. Or get Sydney to get us a Dairy Queen going. He'd be good at it. So, but yeah, no, all joking aside, I hated to see that because I always enjoyed going by there and any Dairy Queen. But my favorite are those the blizzards, and I always got the strawberry cheesecake blizzard.
That sounds good.
Oh my goodness, it was and then you get a little tricky and you throw in like some Oreo crumbs and some cookie dough and then
That's too much, Rob.
oh, slow down now.
It's too
You
much.
told me that you're trying to lose some weight, buddy. But no, it's good, and I hate to see that, but hopefully somebody will come in and kind of revitalize that or get it going again. But a lot of them are closing down. I think there was an auction block of 20 or 30 of them throughout the state that were closing down,
goodness.
and they were auctioning off all the items. On the flip side, there's a lot of good activity happening here in town. One thing that I'm really looking forward to is the Honor Cafe is set to open a little bit later this month.
I saw that. And where's that going to be?
That's going to be right next to the Big E's, where Pinch and Plate used to be. That
Okay.
You could tell at one point that was a gas station there years and years ago, but they're going to be moving in there. There was someone saying, the problem with that place is the parking is bad, but the parking is actually really good because that whole back area you can park in. There's plenty of parking behind that building. And the Honor Cafe, I've never been in Conroe, but I've heard really good things about them, and so we welcome them here to Huntsville. Looking forward to having
do
them
they
open.
open?
Sometime later this month. They said they don't have an exact date yet, but they're hoping for later this
So
month.
we'll have a Friday lunch date there for Billy Coffin's
The restaurant
report. Yep.
Which we didn't call you last week.
I
felt
know.
bad about it. I was
And I
going.
could have met y'all Friday.
We were rushing through, and we went to Five Loaves and supported local business through them. Always great food over there, by the way, at Five Loaves.
are good.
And Billy and I started thinking, man, maybe we've ran out of places to eat, and then we started naming off like 20 places. Like, I don't think you're ever going to run out of a place to eat here in Huntsville, because we haven't even made it over to any of the food trailers yet. There's the Fat Boys food trailer that's over there
Right.
by Moke's office. I heard that is excellent food.
Yep.
I guess things at Arnold's are still going. I haven't been
I
out
think
there.
so. Yeah.
So there's a whole area that the Holy Smoke Barbecue. Now, we went to Benny J's, but I haven't went to the other one that's there on Montgomery. The pit's usually smoking out there. So there's still a ton of opportunities to go and eat here in Huntsville. I don't think you're going to run out of anything anytime
I don't
soon.
think so.
I didn't realize, Karen, since we're on this food talk, that Golden Corral was here years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Where Seven Leguas is. And once someone had mentioned it, and I went back on the Google Street View. Have you ever did this on Google Street View? it's like going back in the past. You can see the old HEB and everything in Huntsville, and the golden. And now when I drive by Seven Leg, was like, obviously that was a Golden Corral. It still has the same kind of design and all that. Was that like a big deal for Huntsville having the Golden Corral
When
here?
it first came here, it was. Yeah, back when, buffet eating was a thing. And I think it kind of fizzled because it's just, it got expensive. But
Yeah.
everything is, so,
I miss a good buffet. We go to the Evergreat once in a while. We'll go over to this one here off the interstate. Was that the buffet? I forget what it is.
Oh, the Grand Buffet?
Grand Buffet. Yeah, man. You go in there and you can fill up. And it's good. But as a child, man, that was my favorite thing to do. I remember my dad, we didn't go out to eat much, but every once in a while I'd be like, all right, let's go. Load up. We're going to the buffet. And we'd go to the Sirloin Stockade. That was the big deal in that area. And
Remember Bonanza?
No,
There used to be a Bonanza here years
No.
ago. Of course, I've been here a long, long time. But years ago, we had a Bonanza.
what did they do? Was it just all
It was
random?
like a buffet thing. Yeah.
Man, I miss a good buffet. One of my favorites. Somebody struck gold when they came up with this because I love Mexican food. Mexican food's my favorite number one food. You can feed me Mexican food all day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I probably would never get tired of it. That's why I go to Sandra's like 2 or 3 times a week just to get breakfast tacos down around the corner. And then when Delfina has them, which Delfina, by the way, if you had those every day, I'm telling you, you'd be the.
You can get breakfast tacos there every day.
But I mean in the morning, like
when the food truck, when she opens it back up in the morning.
I know she does like the special delivery once in a while too, to where you can order her breakfast tacos are bar none. I mean through the roof. Sandra's is great too. They're both good, but man, the other morning, Jamie Salas saw a post that Delfina was doing breakfast tacos, and so Jamie bought a bunch of breakfast tacos and took them. And she brought them over. I was like, man, those things are good. And I've been telling Delfina, if you get some guy to drive a truck, and you just get somebody in there to cook them
Drive
tacos.
around and set up somewhere.
Boy, with all the construction and and people moving around in the mornings.
Isn't that the truth? You can't get across 45.
No.
To go to lunch. So if you're going to eat out for us at the credit union, you got to go somewhere that's on this side of 45 because it takes forever to get over there and back. You can't do it in an hour, really. So, yeah, we need something on this side.
So Delfina, get that truck going. Like my friend, my friend down in Georgetown has been doing this a long time. He and his brother Sergio, and they have a place called El Chorrito, and I'm forgetting his name. And I've known this guy. See, this is what scares me. I've known this guy for 30 years now, since I was like 15 years old, and I can't remember. And his name just went. Phew.
It happens.
I know who he is. I've known him forever. I know his brother Sergio, but I can't think of his name now. Man, this is really bothering me. And he calls me Ron. When I call, and he still
Maybe that's why you can't remember his name, because he doesn't remember yours.
No, and he recognizes my voice, and I'll call him and I'll be like, hey, I need to get. I cannot believe that I forgot his name. This is horrible.
Jose.
I was thinking Jose, but that's not it. I'm gonna have to like text Bridget now or text my brother-in-law and ask him because this is really bothering me. But he knows when it's like once a year that I'll go over there and eat because we when we get back to Georgetown, but we'll get breakfast over there every once in a while, and he'll just go, "Hey Ron, it's been a long time." Like, how do you realize? And he's popular. But I told Delfina if you're like El Chorrito and had this little truck, his brother drives the truck around, and they are busy with that truck with all this construction on 45. Man, you could just make a living off the construction on 45 for the next.
Yeah, just stop at each little business.
Yeah.
So I'll be at your business at this time and
then stop at
place your order and
that's
I'll
what
have
they
it ready.
used to do.
Yeah.
And Sergio would drive around and they just made a whole spread. So they would cook, probably 1,000 breakfast tacos in the morning, a ton of them. And they would have like potato, egg, and cheese, chorizo, barbacoa, whatever, the whole 9 yards. And then they would pull up, hey, what do you want today? Boom, boom. And we'd get them every day where I used to work at because they'd come by every single day.
Yep.
But I'm telling you, if you get that truck and you drive it down 45, every little construction area going on, you can make a living. So
that's true.
So Delfina, I'll invest my time in that. I don't have any money, but I'll invest my time for you in that. So
speaking of rodeo, we're not having trivia tonight. So if y'all were planning on joining us tonight, come next week.
Next week, I just remembered his name, by the way, Jesus.
Jesus.
Jesus,
Okay. So
yeah.
it's close to Jose.
Yeah, it was Jesus. Yeah, sorry, Jesus, if you're watching. He's not watching. So, well, hey, let us know that you're out there this morning. We're having a lot of fun. Again, big thank you to Walker County Federal Credit Union friends for all of your financial needs. Go by and see our friends at Walker County Federal First. They will take care of you. If there's something they can't do, they'll point you in the right direction. Been so instrumental in our success here over these last 2 years with Hello Huntsville. You know, they say the first year of business is really hard. The second year is even harder. And the third year, things don't get much easier. If you can ride through that first 2 to 3 years, then you've got a good chance at holding on and staying in business. And so that's our prayer for this year is to continue to promote the good here in this community and be here to lift up people in Huntsville. That's what we try to do each and every day. And I made it a commitment in January that we really wanted to help promote more local business. And, of course, we're always going to promote our foundation sponsors. Mm-hmm. You guys help this platform go. Y'all help keep the content free on our website. We don't ever want to have to charge for any of that. We don't want to charge anything for the show, obviously. And, you know, you go back and look over these last 2 years. I don't have the full numbers, but episode 466, I can easily say that we've had over 350 interviews here on this show. You know, like this morning, we don't have an interview with a guest. But as far as bringing in nonprofits and guests, I can easily say that we've had well over 350 interviews. And probably out of those 350 interviews, we've probably showcased at least 200 nonprofits. And that was our goal. We wanted to promote the good, promote the nonprofit community. But this year I said, you know, I want to really promote local small business. A lot of businesses are hurting right now, and they need business. And obviously we're gonna promote more with our foundation sponsors, but we're still going to highlight new companies coming to town. And if somebody has something going on, we'll mention that. You know, we're not going to go in depth about it if they're not a sponsor, but we're still going to promote them, just like the Honor Cafe opening up. Mm-hmm. Boy, I miss Michelle, my intern. She's working for the governor now.
Yes. She's doing great.
Yeah, she's doing really good. And we'll probably lost her for eternity now. She's going to be down in Austin doing some great work. She may come back after this next semester because I think she was only like a sophomore or a junior. But we stay in touch. She still talks to us a couple of times a month. But one thing that I liked is she introduced me to the Honduran culture. Well, there's a Honduran restaurant that's here next to that Kudos out on 75. Would have never known about it. And Michelle introduced me that Kudos gas station, then right next to it, it's where Walls used to be over that area too. You know, early on they were there at 75.
Oh, yeah.
At
okay.
45. But there's a Honduran restaurant there that we ate at, and we promoted a little bit, and the food was delicious.
I didn't know about that one either. Check that out.
And you know another place I just thought of that Billy and I have not eaten at? DCG, the chicken.
Didn't they close? I think I saw somebody posted that they closed.
Already?
I think so.
Because they switched from Uberito to that DCG
I want to
chicken.
say, but you know, you can't believe everything you see on the post, obviously. But I want to say that somebody did mention that they had closed.
Oh, man, I hate that. I hope they didn't.
But they actually brought some stuff up to the credit union one day. And it's really good.
You know, it's and that young man that runs that business, you know, in Uberito as well, he's a hustler, worked really hard, great guy. I miss that Uberito. I used to love going there and eating.
I never went there.
Oh, it was good. It was like Chipotle with so much extra.
Mm-hmm.
But you just hope, I didn't know that. If anybody has any insight onto that, let us know. Because, boy, I sure hate to hear that if that was the case. But we went over there a couple of times. The chicken was really good. And, you know, it's just like you get in this routine of eating at places. And that's why it's so important for us on this show. Like, I want to mention these places to remind people that, like, hey, Los Panchitos is here. Hey, this is here. Rodeo's here. All these places to help support them. So
we also need to remind everyone about Lucky Charm Bingo Safe House. Mm-hmm. That will be March the 22nd. So if you have not bought a ticket or a table, contact Tammy at Safe House, and she will get you hooked up with that. Or if you'd like to sponsor an auction item or sponsor a table, please let her know. That is coming up soon, and that's always fun. Get a chance to win a purse or some boots.
I won some boots one year. They were really nice. They had some extra. They said, "Hey, we can't pay you, but would you?" And I got it. And they were. I took them over. It was Cavender's, and I'd taken them over. Tammy said, "Well, here, you know, do these, and then if you want something else, go trade them in." And so I did that. And so for like an extra $200, because the ones I got were pretty nice, but I wanted those ostrich skin ones, and so it was like $200. I had a brand new pair of Tony Lama's ostrich skins.
Wow.
But I wore them so much that like they cut through here.
You can get them resold.
And there was the Walker County boot guy, but he's not here anymore, I don't think. They were there. Now it's a cigar lounge there.
Is Sublet still here?
I don't know.
I think he does. He resells shoes.
Yeah, so if anybody has a good boot repair.
Town and Country may also. Town and Country Cleaners, they may do those shoes too.
That's Brother Fox over there. Yeah, Mr. Fox over there. Good man. If you know of a boot place, let me know, because I need to go get mine taken care of and get them fixed up. You had mentioned, about the Safe House Bingo. There was another event that was going on that I didn't realize, and this is pretty cool. Huntsville Fire Department on May the 17th. So that's going to be, next Monday, a week from today.
March 17th or May 17th?
Or May 17th. You're right. I said March. May 17th, which will be a Saturday. I was like a week from today. May the 17th, and this is still a little ways away, but mark your calendars for this. It's a Saturday, May the 17th. This is really cool. It's their 100-year celebration, Huntsville Fire Department. They're going to have a coloring contest, fire games, and prizes. I wonder what those are going to look like. That's going to be
exciting.
It's going to be cool. They're going to have the flamethrowers out there for the kids. Bounce houses, free hot dogs, giveaways, the Burn House, and Jaws of Life demonstration. It's going to happen downtown 13th at University. And so mark your calendars now for that. Man, I'm telling you, even if you're not a kid, you should go to that. That sounds like a lot of fun.
That Jaws of Life demonstration, they've done that before at the Pineapple Run for the Peyton Irwin Foundation, and that's really neat to watch.
So yeah, pretty cool stuff. And I had talked to Sidney Grisham over the weekend, and he had mentioned for me to call him today because the rodeo here is going to be going before you know it. I know they're already getting some events underway for that. But Sidney had mentioned to me, I said, hey man, I really want to get somebody from the fairgrounds over here from Walker County Fair to come talk to me. And he said Viola Hollis should be a good contact.
Good deal.
So I don't know her. You do, right?
I know who she is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, he said she is our fair president, doing a great job. And so I'm hoping to get to talk to Mrs. Hollis and have her come on the show and give us some updates about this year's events. Because there's so much going on. Some people, like for me, if I was new, now that I've been here, I know. But if you're new to the community, you come in, you think, when you hear the rodeo, you think of just bull riding. Well, man, there's so much more than that. The shows that go on for the kids. Here's something else, a 42 domino round robin tournament that's going to take place at the Walker County Fair and Rodeo's hosting. This is on April the 4th. There's all sorts of events that go on throughout this time. Of course, the rodeo, I believe, it gets underway later is it this month? I think it comes up pretty towards the end of this month, I believe.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll have them on and talk about.
It's the last weekend of the month because Delphina's going to have her food truck there behind the arena.
Yeah, awesome.
And I'll be helping her with that. So
wonderful. Well, hey, we're going to take a quick break. Cafe Texan has hooked us up with more gift cards for this month. And so today we are giving away a Cafe Texan gift card. We'll have the keyword up in just a few moments during the break, so make sure you stay with us. We'll come back. We'll talk more about what's happening here in our community. We'll also talk about what it's the National Day of, today's impossible question, and we'll also acknowledge much of our audience that's with us. We are here, as always, with our friend Karen Dimon from Walker County Federal Credit Union. It's serving Walker County since 1957. They are your full-service community credit union. Stay with us. More to come as we celebrate 2 years here on a special edition of Good Morning Huntsville. We'll be right back after this.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success, too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
The church should be transformational. And maybe you've never been to church, or maybe life has left you feeling lost, but Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." At First Baptist Church, Huntsville, a harbor of hope, we're not trying to fit in with the world. We're here to help you step into something greater, a fresh start, a new life in Christ. Join us this Sunday at 10:45 and see what God can do in your life. Visit fbchuntsville.org. Hope is here, and we're saving a seat just for you.
Loving Jesus, loving people side by side. In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Elevate your business image with prestigious move-in ready suites ranging from 150 to 3,000 square feet. Enjoy conference and training rooms, furnished and unfurnished options, custom build-outs, phone service, and a welcoming lobby. Coffee bar and dining area included for tenants. Benefit from 24/7 secure access and flexible lease terms. Located on Lake Road. Move-in begins in January. Contact Raven Property Management at 936-225-4378.
This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Support for SpiritRadio.fm comes from loyal listeners just like you. Want to help spread the good news across Huntsville and beyond? Underwriting opportunities are available for loyal listeners, businesses, and nonprofits. Visit SpiritRadio.fm and tap Donate today.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
All right, friends, back as we continue on this morning. Welcome in. Another edition of Good Morning Huntsville brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. Go by and see them. Set up an account over there and let Denise and Karen and Toy and, yes, even Ruthie.
We need to get Ruthie on here.
You know what she told me, right? I said, Ruthie, when are you coming on that show? And she goes, ain't nobody getting me on that show. She goes, y'all keep talking about this show. She said, I ain't coming on that show. She was laughing, though. She was having a good time. She likes to, like, be behind the scenes, kind of.
She does. She does.
Which is hard to say because you're a teller, so you're really, like...
On the front of everything,
yeah. As the front line. 43 degrees. It's warmed up. 3 degrees. Humidity, 89%. We are actually going to reach 70 today. 70 and sunny tonight. Beautiful day, by the way. Tonight, clear, 47. How about tomorrow? 75 and sunny. We do have a little bit of rain back in the forecast on Wednesday as we'll get up to around 80 degrees. Then Wednesday night, 20% chance. Check this out, though. Thursday, 84 degrees.
Yeah.
Man, Friday going to be 84 to 85, and then another little front moves in. There was some talk about next week, not this week, but next week, maybe some more severe weather and even blizzard-like conditions possibly in the Colorados and on the other side of a low-pressure system, some more severe weather. So we hope that we don't see that. Keyword, by the way, there it is.
Spring.
Spring into it. Keyword is spring. And all you got to do is text in spring, S-P-R-I-N-G, along with your name on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. Again, that number 936-339-0139. It's your opportunity this morning to win a gift card to Cafe Texan. I had to pause for a minute. You ever been talking and, like, your brain just freezes?
Oh, yeah.
In the middle of, like, a customer? And it happens to me every day. And even on this show, I'll start talking about something, and then I forget why I'm talking about it. It's like you go
or
down
go into the one room, knowing that you had a reason for going there, and then why did I come in here? And then you have to go back to where you were, and then oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it happens.
My question is, when does it become acceptable to have memory loss? Because as you get older, it's kind of a known, it's a given. But at 41, I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's okay until you're like 85.
Well, it happens.
It scares me because it's happening way too often for me. And I had my noggin checked. I had a MRI, I don't know, a year or two ago. What do they check for? There's a I forget, there's a neurological disease, especially a lot of young people get it. And it can be devastating. It's with your nerves. And I had a lady on our show, actually, that was suffering from that, and we highlighted her. This was when we first started the show. And I just can't think of it. But they tested me for that, and they were like, no, you're fine, because they can see lesions. And someone watching will know exactly what I'm talking about. The problem is I still have this metal in my esophagus, and all of the new MRI machines are very high-powered. I have to go into like this old-school, low-powered MRI machine. Otherwise, this thing that'll be night-night, kitty-kitty. And so the only machine that we could find to do this MRI was some old beat-up, rickety machine in Houston. The clinic was a nice clinic, but they were the only clinic anywhere within like 200 miles that still had this low-powered MRI machine. And so, it took forever, and it was loud. It was it was the loudest thing I've ever been in my life.
And if you're claustrophobic, it's really bad.
Oh, yeah. So the new ones, I mean, don't they pump music into them?
I just had one recently on my back, and I didn't have any music.
You didn't get any music? Was it the big long tube?
Yes, and it was loud and all that beeping and popping and yeah.
But no music.
No music.
See, we had one in Central Texas. I had to get an MRI back then too, and I was joking around. She goes, "Oh, we can put some music in there for you if it'll calm you down." I was like, "Well, that's fine." And I joked. I said, "Can you throw some Tupac on?" She goes, "Sure." She did. I was just joking. She literally threw it on there, and I was
whatever keeps you still, because you got to be real still.
It was pretty cool though how that technology's changed, but it's taken a change. I don't know, sometimes for the worse. A lot of people joining us this morning. We'll get to some other things here in just a few moments. But hey, check this out. There are quite a few people this morning on the stream, and there was a lady that I was talking about this morning saying, "I sure hope she comments in today." And you know who it was? I've been waiting.
Must be my mama.
Yeah, she did. Look what she said. She said, "Good morning, man," because I was talking about it. Joy Daly joining us this morning. Good to see you on this morning, Joy. A lot of folks on here this morning. Jamie Saucier, good morning to you from Saucier Woodworks. Jennifer Augustinetti, chiming in. It's a marvelous Monday. Quentin Glaze, our number one engager. Literally everything I post, Quentin likes it. He's awesome, man. We need more Quentins out there. But good morning to you. Phyllis Dillard joining us this morning, saying good morning. It's a beautiful day. Check this out. You know what today is? It's a national day of something that we all could use right now.
Mimosa.
Yeah, no. I knew that was going to be the National Nap Day.
Oh, yes.
Today.
We could definitely use one of those.
I didn't even realize your dress is kind of springy.
Yeah, I wanted
like
to do
it.
something springy today, and it's gonna warm up. So I have a little sweater
There you
here,
go.
but it was hot in the building this morning. So
I was going through my clothes yesterday before church, and I realized that a lot of my suit jackets, I haven't taken them to the cleaners in a while, so I needed, I was like, I'm not going to wear these because if I've worn them quite a bit, I kind of put them over to the side and then I'll unload them all. Well, the only one that I had available was this yellow one with white stripes on it, kind of a square design. And I was like, is this thing too loud to wear to church? Bridget's like, no, it's fine. And so I wore it and a yellow shirt and some brown khakis yesterday. And lo and behold, one of our youth comes up to me. He's giving me a hard time. He goes, you look like a banana, man. But it was springy. It was that color. It was like that kind of. I liked it. It worked out all right. But National Nap Day. Phyllis said she can't take naps though. So sorry, Phyllis. Carolyn Gibson, the grandmother of Huntsville, is joining us, saying good morning, Huntsville. Always good to see you, Miss Gibson. How about Denise Winston with 4-H? She's on this morning, saying good morning. Good to see you. And Jennifer saying happy anniversary. My sister Rebecca joining this morning. Happy blessed Monday. Good morning, Huntsville. Boy, we were talking about root beer earlier, and my sister said there's a place in San Antonio where you can get homemade root beer. It's so good. They serve it in a frosty mug. If you could get like a good frosty root beer, would you try one?
Oh, yeah.
You'd probably get one?
I like root beer, okay.
It's up north when we were in South Dakota. My sister was living in South Dakota. There's this place called Dempsey's. It was a brewery, I believe. And Rebecca, if you're still watching, correct me if I'm wrong, but my dad and I went somewhere, and they, a lot of the breweries there also brew root beer. You don't see that a lot in a lot of places, but up there, they always had, the adult beverages, but then they would have, or they'd brew the beer, but then they would have root beer on the side. And I got a big growler of root beer when I was there. That stuff was really good. I left with some root beer. Rebecca, let me know if that was the place. I believe that was what it was. Did you know that we used to have 2 Dairy Queens in Huntsville?
Yes, we did.
Where was that at? Autumn said she worked at both of them. Autumn, I know where the one is on 45. Where was the other one? I've never heard of a town having 2 Dairy Queens.
Yeah, no, we did. We used to have a lot of things. Remember TG&Y? We had a TG&Y. We had Piggly Wigglies.
We had a Piggly Wiggly in Georgetown, yeah.
TG&Y. We had a Perry's. Remember the store Perry's? And a Wieners.
We had a Wieners,
and a Howard's and a Kmart. We've had all that stuff here.
My mom used to go to Wieners to get her nursing out. They always had the scrubs there, and we'd always go there. And another one that we had in Georgetown that I never heard of really, it's a grocery store called Apple Tree.
Oh, yeah, we had an Apple Tree.
Apple
Where
Tree.
Brookshire's used to be Apple Tree.
See, that's crazy.
Before that, it was Safeway.
And we had a Safeway. See, it's all these. We had a Wynn's department store. Wynn's was based out of San Antonio. They grew a little bit in that area, and then they kind of folded. But Wynn's was like your modern-day Family Dollar with a little more juice in it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but Autumn said 2 Dairy Queens used to be here. Jamie was saying Dairy Queen needs to go in at the closed station at the 45 bridge. Yeah, I think that's where it closed. Yeah, at 30. No, he was saying sorry, Jamie, I wasn't following you on that. Autumn said that Billy Cawthon's side hustle could be applying as a franchisee for Dairy Queen. Billy, there you go, man.
There you go.
See, that would be good. That would be a good fit, Billy.
That'd be a great thing for Billy.
I would eat there every day, brother. There's still a Golden Corral in Conroe, east side of I-45. Phyllis was saying she loved Bonanza. Autumn's saying here that she went to a Dairy Queen in Maine. I didn't even know they would have one up there.
Me either.
Said I was excited to find it. They're a bit thin in New England. I walked up to the counter and asked for a DQ dude. They're probably like, well, ma'am, I'm married.
We don't sell those here.
I'm married, ma'am. She said they giggled and asked what I would like. Confused, I repeated a DQ dude. Confused, he asked, what's that? I said, it's a chicken fried steak sandwich. And he said, What is chicken
fried steak?
She said she was so sad. Your mom was talking about something in Palestine. I guess probably a Dairy Queen is still there. There's got to be a Dairy Queen in Palestine.
There's one in Frankston, I know, but I don't know about Palestine.
You know, when I went up to Palestine a while back, I didn't get a chance to. My intro to Old Testament class I took in college. He's an adjunct professor online. Oral Roberts University is based out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, but I'm doing it online. My professor lives in Palestine, and I can't remember his name. And if I could, I'd ask your mom. I know your mom is pretty active up there. She'd probably know who he is.
She probably does.
If I could think of his name, but I can't. Five Guys. We had a Five Guys here in Huntsville.
We did.
Those closed all over the place. She said she hadn't heard that DCG closed. Kyle said that he's seen a few of those DCGs in his travels. Autumn saying Martin Day, March the 10th.
Oh.
You know anybody named Martin? I know one guy named Martin. I know two Martins, actually.
The Martin that I know is not still alive, so.
Yeah, I know two Martins. We call him Marty Salyer, and Martin Francis. Two of them. I can't remember his real last name. His stepson's last name's Francis, so I just made it up. But I know that Martin. Oh, that's pretty funny. You're trying to remember names. Christine Mitchell joining us. Happy spring break, kiddos. Yeah, to the kiddos.
Yeah. Not to the rest of us.
Delphina saying, good morning. Trivia is canceled today. Join us next Monday at 6 o'clock, Delphina. I
reminded him, Delphina.
I got to give Delphina a shout out, man. She is taking that social media by storm.
Yes, she has. She's doing great with that, and it's awesome. It's good for the restaurant. Good to get the word out about the vote that will be coming up on the ballot. So, yeah, we're excited.
I think combined with the hospital bond, I think that's going to bring out a lot of voters.
It definitely will.
Couldn't have been a better time to get this on the ballot, too.
And she worked really, really hard to get it to that point. So, yes, I hope everyone supports her.
Yeah, so appreciate you, Delphina. By the way, I did want to mention our streaming partner, our online stream throughout 3 areas of Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Spirit Radio FM, and also on YouTube, brought to you by our friends at Huntsville Memorial Hospital. There's a lot of information floating around out there right now about the bond. There is an opportunity. You can learn more. You can go to HMH's website. They have an FAQ set up there, or you can also go to yournewhospital.com.
There's a town meeting tonight, I believe, at the Sam Houston Community Room at 6 o'clock. So if you have questions, I encourage you to get them answered, and don't just listen to what you see on social media. Get really down to what you need to know, whatever your specific questions are, and have them answered, and not just believe what you hear, because sometimes you don't hear the truth necessarily. So if you've got questions, get those answered.
Wednesday night, March the 12th, by the way, 6 o'clock, there will be another town hall.
Isn't there one tonight at the Sam Houston Community Room?
I'm not sure if there's anything
I thought
there.
I saw March the 10th, there was one tonight.
I know that there's an official town hall on March the 12th. That's at the Elkins Lake Clubhouse at 6 o'clock this Wednesday for that one. So make sure you mark your
I thought
calendars.
there was something tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one, Karen. A couple other things here coming up. Autumn said, referring to root beer, my grandma used to make sassafras tea. How do you?
Oh, sassafras.
Did I say that right?
Yeah,
I'm so bad
not
at
sassafras. Sassafras.
Sassy fries. Those are the best kind of fries, those sassy fries. Boil and steep sassafras roots. That's what flavors root beer. Yeah, that's it. She says the other Dairy Queen was where Lindo.
That's right. Across from the walls. That was a Dairy Queen. Exactly.
Now that she said that,
that was a Dairy Queen.
That looks just like a Dairy Queen.
I knew where it was, but I couldn't think of it.
My sister was saying we had 2 in Georgetown. See, I don't remember that either. So, anyways, I guess my brain's starting to lose it even more. Well, hey, again, that keyword today, we do want you to text in. We're going to take one final break, and when we come back, I've got what day it is and also today's impossible question. We'll wrap up the show. Keyword is spring. All you got to do is text that in, Karen. Text it in to 936-339-0139. Spring, along with your name. We've got some Cafe Tex and gift cards going out this week. So text it in, and we will pick that winner when we come back. We'll take a brief break. As always, our show on this Monday brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. They are your full-service community credit union. Stay with us. We'll wrap it up when we come back. This is your show. It is Good Morning Huntsville.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Imagine a professional office space that elevates your business image without the corporate price tag. Huntsville Executive Office Suites are coming soon to Lake Road. Enjoy high-speed internet, a fully equipped kitchen, and 24/7 secure access. Take advantage of our live answering service, advertising on our outdoor video sign, and a convenient location just a quarter mile from SHSU. Lease terms start at 6 months. Call Raven Property Management at 936-225-4378. Huntsville Executive Office Suites. Grow your business without outgrowing your budget. The church should be transformational. And maybe you've never been to church, or maybe life has left you feeling lost, but Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." At First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope, we're not trying to fit in with the world. We're here to help you step into something greater, a fresh start, a new life in Christ. Join us this Sunday at 10:45 and see what God can do in your life. Visit fbchuntsville.org. Hope is here, and we're saving a seat just for you.
Loving Jesus, loving people side by side. In this harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open. Visit tomorrowspromise.info for more information. Education you can trust.
This is Kay Boning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
All right, friends. How about this? Wire. You know, your wire. Got a bunch of wires in this studio. Wire was invented on this day, 1410. What who thought of that stuff? Like, how could people think to invent? And I feel like we live in a world now where nothing else can be invented, and then
something else is.
It's like, how can you invent other things?
Mm-hmm.
I really want to see flying cars before I die. I don't. I want to see them. I want to see us back on the moon, walking on the moon. I absolutely want to see that, and I want to see us on Mars. If I could see those three things before I pass away when I'm 98 years old, I don't want to be 100 now. I want to be 98. That's just a good round number.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to someone the other day that was in their 90s, and we were having this discussion. And it wasn't a morbid discussion, but we started talking about life and death. And at 98, I mean, that's you never know. I mean, you could be 24.
Exactly.
You never know. And this person had told me, they said, I've lived a long, good life, and I'm ready to go when the Lord calls me home. And I said, a lot of people, I fear death. I think all of us, fear death. But I asked this person, do you fear death? They said, no, because I know where I'm going. I don't fear it. And they said, I'm kind of looking forward to it because I'm ready to go. It's been I'm tired.
Yeah.
And I said, when did that?
I get that.
When did that change for you? Because, I was just talking, and they said, it just kind of hit me, I think, when I turned 90. I started thinking that it could be it any day. And I don't know, it was a really good conversation. And to be around someone that's just in tremendous peace. About that.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it just made me feel good. You'd think it'd make you feel bad, right? Like kind of the heebie-jeebies, but we were having a good conversation, and it was a really special conversation that I had with that person.
Good.
On this day, though, wire invented 1410. Up until that time, Karen, the circus had high-string walkers, usually only for one show. There's no wires back then. Just string, And you get it for one show?
Yes.
Because the string would
Because
break.
then it's going to break, yeah.
Yeah, it was a joke. It was corny. These are horrible. They're always bad. 1496, Christopher Columbus wrapped up his second voyage to the New World. He came in 1492, and then I guess 4 years later he came back. I didn't know he did a second one.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I thought he
missed that day.
I thought he just came once and that was it. He was finally able, though. The second time it really wasn't that new. He saved quite a bit by booking 2 cruises at the same time. Back then. These are always so just terrible. On this date in 1785, Benjamin Franklin was replaced as the U.S. Minister to England. The government told him to go fly a kite, and well, the rest is history. We all know how that worked out, right? Abraham Lincoln. This is kind of neat. He was the only president ever to apply for a patent. That happened in 1849. So I'm not going to read those. People, it happened in the past, but people joke around about what happened to him. There's nothing funny about what happened to Abraham Lincoln at all. And these people who write this stuff think it's funny. On this date in 1870, this is a good one. Alexander Graham Bell made the very first phone call in Boston, Massachusetts. His famous line, this is the truth. He said, "Watson, come here." That was his, "Watson, come here." Watson replied, though. He said, I've told you to never call me at this number. That was his reply. Top 5 ways the world would be different if the telephone had not been invented. Okay, think about this. Air pollution would be much worse from all the smoke signals we'd have to send to each other to communicate. You'd never get your teenager off the telegraph. Get in here and eat. Being the office receptionist would be a lot easier job. Wouldn't have to answer the phone anymore. Less frustrating getting through to calls using the U.S. mail. So it's less frustrating getting through. I don't understand that one. Greater status. Yeah, it's because the next word is hollering. Greater status for hollering contest winners. That would be better. Today, by the way, it's National Mario Day, like Super Mario. It's me, Mario. That's Super Mario Day. National Pack Your Lunch Day. Do you pack your lunch to work?
I don't.
I go out to eat every day.
Yeah.
I feel so undisciplined because people here at church, our youth minister, man, he eats good. He's got his little food bot, and everyone bring Miss Molly up front. She always has her food, and here I am but I've been on a Subway diet. It's working. I've lost weight eating Subway.
Good.
And that new Subway, they moved it, they moved it over next to Papa John's.
That one is busy. I went there last week, and they are always busy.
They are busy. There's a dude in there, I think his name's Trevor, that's the manager. Awesome. They're always so friendly. And the food is fresh.
Yes.
It is so fresh. National Blueberry. Almost misread this word. It's National Blueberry Popover Day. Almost said something else because my children eat a lot of blueberries, and pop sounded like something else. You know where I'm going with that one. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Poop over day. International Bagpipe Day. And that's pretty much it. Carrie Underwood, she's back on American Idol, 42 today. I'm not a big on watching those shows. My wife is.
I'm not either.
But I watched it last night, and it was pretty good. It was really good. There's a young lady on there that was just absolutely amazing. But Carrie Underwood, crazy to think, 42 years old today. Timbaland, the rap singer, he's 53. Prince Edward's 61 today. Sharon Stone, can you believe this? 67.
Wow.
Sharon Stone. I remember her from the it was an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Total Recall. Did you ever see that one? Where he goes, they wipe his memory and he goes to Mars.
So.
That's where I remember her from. 67. That's crazy, man.
I remember her from Basic Instinct.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
That was a good show with Michael Douglas.
I've heard of it, never watched it.
You need to watch it.
Here's today's impossible question. 1 out of 4 people wish they could get into this morning habit, Karen. 1 out of 4 people wish they could get into this morning habit.
Stop hitting the snooze button.
Dude, I hit that thing like 7 times this morning. It's not good.
No, it's not.
The impossible question answer, make coffee at home. Make coffee at home. 1 in 4 people wish they could get into making coffee at home instead of going out and buying it. So there's your today's impossible question. I know you got to get rolling, Karen. Let's head over to our 0 Degree Creations phone and text line, as we do have a winner today. Cafe Texan gift card coming somebody's way. If I could load up the software, I had to reboot the system last night. And the randomizer has picked. And let's get on the phone and call our winner today. I don't know if this person's won in a while. Maybe they've never won. I think they have, but Kyle Kreiner's already saying, well, it's not me.
He knows.
He already knows. It's that European ring. Toot. Toot.
If you text in, you got to answer.
Good thing we're not giving away $10,000 today.
No.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Next.
Well, next. You gotta answer to win, folks. That was that first call, $10,000.
Missed it.
Missed out on the $10,000, and now we're just going to give away a Cafe Texan gift card. All right, here we go, Karen.
Hello?
Yes, we're trying to reach the 7H office, please.
7H. 4H.
Oh, yeah, sorry, my memory's bad. I thought, can you add in 3 more H's somehow?
Oh, this must be Denise.
Yes, Denise.
Hi, Denise.
Hey, Karen, how are you?
Good.
Hey, well, congratulations. You know, the first person didn't answer, and so the randomizer went on to the next one, and it happened to be you this morning, Miss Denise. How you doing?
Awesome. I'm doing good. I actually got to catch the show this morning.
Wonderful. Well, it's good. It's good that you did, because you have a Cafe Texan gift card coming your way today. So congratulations.
Wonderful.
What's been going on? Give us a 4-H update real quick. How have things been going?
Oh, my goodness, Rob. We have kids doing so many contests at all the major shows. And then, of course, we've got the county fair coming up. So helping the kiddos get their projects ready and for their competition. It's a busy season, but it's fun.
Awesome. And, hey, I think you booked a time to come on the show sometime, right?
Well, actually, Kelsey came on and did the Fair Queen.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You organize. Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
Well, but, we're getting our day camps together, so I'll come on soon to talk about those for summer.
Yeah, perfect. All right. Well, we got a spot for you. You're always welcome on the show anytime. All right, Denise?
Thank you so much, Rob.
You bet. Karen's got a quick question for you.
Hey, Denise, tell us what you're thankful for.
Oh, my goodness. Today, I'm thankful for my daughter got into her occupational therapy program. That's really competitive. I'm just thankful that, she's meeting her goal.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, tell her
God is good.
Amen. Well, tell her congratulations. That is awesome news to hear, all right?
Thank you.
All right. We'll see you. Thank you as always. We appreciate you, Denise.
Have a great day, Denise.
All right. Thanks, Rob. Karen.
All right. Bye-bye. There you go. I thought it was 7H. You can add in 3 more. Happy, healthy hearts. There, see? That could be the other 3.
Yeah, could be.
Happy, healthy hearts. Well, hey, that'll wrap it up, friends, as we end another show here. Thank you for being with us for 2 years now. It's been amazing. And one of the things that I just wanted to end on this, and I'm very encouraged about, Karen, is I'm still meeting people in the community that are finding out about the show and about our platform. We recently eclipsed over 5,000 followers on our Facebook page. And last month, just some crazy numbers. And I wanted to mention this very briefly because of our audience, because of you, and our foundation sponsors making this happen. But I was going through some stats. I used to keep up with these once a month, and to be honest, I haven't really looked too much lately. And I was going through, and just in the last 28 days, this is from Facebook alone, 291,000 views across all of our content, reaching over 51,000 people that accumulated over 5,000 interactions and 183 additional follows, which is crazy. I didn't realize it was that much. And so we are definitely working on getting the word out, and we want to promote the good in our community. I do want to invite you, if you have any stories or anything to share that's happening in a positive way, please let us know about it. Any new businesses, there's a lot of dirt being moved all over town. And we would love to showcase the good. And maybe you've got a heartfelt story about somebody, an individual, somebody that's doing something great, that's making a difference, that doesn't get the recognition that they deserve. We would love to highlight that here, not only on the show, but on our website as well. You can always email us, hello@hellohuntsvilletx.com. Karen, fun day. Anything else before we go?
Nope, I don't think so. Just remember, no trivia tonight. Lucky Charm Bingo supporting Safe House comes up March 22nd. May the 3rd is the Go Texan Crawfish Bowl. We are going ahead now and selling tables, no individual tickets, just tables. So let me know if you'd like a table.
Perfect. All right. Well, there she is. Go by and see her today. Karen Denman over at Walker County Federal Credit Union, slinging loans.
That's
Got to
it.
qualify, though. We're not just slinging them to anybody. You still got to qualify.
Got to pay it back.
But they'll take care of you. Please go by and see them. They do such incredible work here in our community, and we appreciate Walker County Federal Credit Union. Friends, as I end every show, reminding you this morning, we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. So please provide a word of encouragement and lend a hand of support. I want to remind you, somebody out there needs your help today. They need you big time. Until next time, we'll see you back at it tomorrow morning. Hey, Pam joins us from DBA, the Downtown Business Alliance. Pam Connor is with us tomorrow on the show. We'll talk about some great things happening here in downtown Huntsville. Until then, good morning, Huntsville. So long. God bless. And we will see you back on the flip side at 7:30. See you, Karen.
Bye. Great day.